Good morning. Let's have a look at a bit of geography, and we're discussing weathering and erosion. So weathering is the process by which rocks and minerals are broken down into smaller pieces due to natural forces such as water, wind, and temperature changes. So as the temperature changes because of the water that flows in a specific area and because of the wind that blows, there will be specific changes that happens to rocks and minerals over a period of time. So let's look at the type of weathering that we find. We find mechanical weathering. And mechanical weathering is the physical breakdown of rocks, right? So that is how it breaks down, let's say, due to shall we say, water, right? So when water flows, water will always win the battle against rock, right? Because when water flows consistently over a period of time, over a specific area, that area, well, the face of that area will change because of the consistency. Then we have chemical weathering. And chemical weathering is the breakdown of rocks due to chemical reactions, right? In nature, there are chemical reactions, and because of temperature changes, you will also find chemical reactions. Then there's biological weathering, and it's the breakdown of rock due to natural activities. I don't know if you've ever seen a plant grow out of a rock, right? It is a beautiful thing to witness because we are normally used to plants growing where there's soil, but there are plants and trees that grow from rocks, and that is how the rock breaks down, and that would be biological. Then let's have a quick look at erosion. Erosion is the removal of soil and rocks from one location and their transport to another. Now, a simple explanation of erosion is when it rains and the water normally flows downwards, right? Depending on where you live in your community, water will probably flow through the water holes in your wall, right? So what happens is that it's not just water that comes along, it is water as well as sand particles. So there is erosion. So after the rain, you would normally see that there's a new pattern in the sand in your yard or in front of your yard or wherever it is, or in the street, you would actually see some sand deposits along the street, right? So that is what erosion is. So we have types of erosion, which is water erosion, and this leads to the creation of valleys and canyons. Because remember, as long as the water flows over a certain area, the consistency of it will then change it to valleys and canyons. Then we have wind, and wind creates sand dunes and eroded landscapes in deserts. So if you ever need to get a physical picture of this, have a look at what a desert looks like. A desert doesn't always stay the same because of the wind that blows. So new dunes are created and eroded landscapes in deserts are created in this erosion type. Then we have glacial erosion. And glacial erosion creates landforms like U-shaped valleys. So when a glacier breaks off, it scrapes against the landforms and then it changes the face of the landform. And also where the glacier was would have also impacted what the face of the earth would look like. I hope you find this helpful. Take notes as you go along. You can pause the video throughout and get a better understanding or make your own mind map.